Hello. This is going to be a simple tutorial on how to animate on Rec Room, how to add it to buttons, and how to add it to trigger volumes. So that way you can either press a button to start your animation, or you can enter a zone to start your animation, and just overall how to animate. So if you wanted something simple to look like this, just small movements, back, forth, up, down, you can do simple stuff like that. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. All you need to do is get your maker pen out. Oops. You're going to make whatever you want. So if you wanted to, let's say, I'll just make a butterfly for this. We're going to make whatever object we want. It's going to be a really poorly made butterfly, but that's okay. So we'll do that. Make whatever shape you want and get your thing fixed. Now that we have our butterfly here, very poorly made, what we're going to do, I'll color it this. What you want to do now is you want to go to your palette, you want to search, and you're going to want to find your animation gizmo. It's going to look like this. It's going to look like a CV1 gizmo. Place that. Doesn't really matter where you place it because it's all going to come together. You could place it under the map, outside of the map. All you need to be able to do is press connect on your maker pen. Up here on the top with this golden part, you're going to click the gear icon, drag and drop onto your shape. Then you're going to press edit and edit on your animation gizmo. Oh, one very important thing before we do that actually. You're going to want to select your shape, options, and then I think I've already done it, but you want to center it. You want to pivot your pivot point to the middle of it, so that way it doesn't come out all wonky. Now, you're going to want to edit your animation, and in here, you're going to have play, copy, paste, remove. So let's say you want to make your butterfly fly around for a second. So I'm going to kind of make it sideways just a little bit, but I'm going to put it on move, scroll up, I'm going to press add, and I'm going to move my butterfly. Then I'm going to rotate it, press add again, add a rotation, turn it the direction you want. Going to add another rotation so it'll face down a little bit. And then we're going to add another one. And you're going to bring it down. These are your each individual frames. So once you've finished your frames, we can press play. And it'll fly around. You can... It's going to be looped automatically. That's all you really need to do. If you would like it to look a little smoother, there is an option for smooth, but you want to make sure you stop it, put it on your very first frame, and then run it on smooth. As you can see, now our butterfly is going to fly around. You can change the speed of your animation by changing the time. So you press time and then you would adjust it to however much you want. I'm not going to do that because I like the speed of my butterfly. But here, we're done. So now, next thing I'm going to teach you is how to add it to a button. You don't want a CV2 button. You want a CV1. So look for one that says button V1 legacy. Then you place your button. As you can see, There's nothing I can do to it right now. It's not going to play. What you want to do is you want to go to connect. You want to press on the red part that says play. You're going to add it to when button is pressed. So now, when I press my button, it's going to fly around. And then, if you want it to stop, you add another button, connect, stop to play when button is pressed. Now it'll stop. The next thing I'm going to show you, which is what I personally use if I'm building a game or if I'm adding an animation just in general. I use the V1 Legacy trigger volume. It's going to be a little hard to see in my opinion. It's a little too clear, but it's just going to be this little purple box. And then all you have to do, let's move this. So let's say you want, if someone puts their hand on the butterfly, let's say you want them to put their hand on the butterfly so it'll move. So you would set your trigger volume on top of the butterfly. You're going to connect play, and you're going to connect it to when player is entering zone, which is also red. Now, when I put my hand on the butterfly, it's going to start flying. So that's how you animate, by adding different frames and moving it around bit by bit. That's how you add it to a button, stop and don't, and stop. And you can actually set it to where your animation stops after a little bit. If you configure your animation gizmo, you can set your playback mode to ping pong, which I use this one a lot, which is where it just kind of bounces back and forth. But right now, I'm going to set it on loop. You can press stop at end, so that way it'll play once. Once it comes back down, it stops until I put my hand over there again. You can allow holding, and obviously you have the rest of the configure settings. So now, when I put my hand here, it's going to start flying. That's all you really need. That's how you animate. Hope this helped you guys animate a little bit better, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.